Welcome back in. The biggest weather impacts of the evening are now in the rearview mirror. Still a few isolated lingering spring showers and storms, but those are going to be wrapping up by 11 o'clock p.m. with showers ending overnight tonight. You will still see some rain on Doppler radar, some moderate rain from Lucas and Wood counties down towards Hancock, Sandusky, and Seneca counties, but that line of storms is now racing off into eastern Ohio, and that line is what brought us the straight line winds that caused some damage earlier today. Between Mansfield and Cleveland, that is where the leading edge of that line of storms is now pushing on through and producing some strong and gusty winds. Elsewhere in the Buckeye State, there is still a severe risk near and south of Columbus, where that part of the line is a little bit healthier still, producing some severe wind gusts and even rotation. And there is still a tornado watch that is in effect from central Ohio down towards Kentucky. There are no more active watches or warnings for us, and the severe thunderstorm watch expired right on schedule at 10 o'clock p.m. There were a number of storm reports across the region, including the Toledo Metro and also several back towards the Michigan, Indiana, Ohio tri-state. I do want to zoom in on the Toledo Metro, where near Westgate, power lines were downed near Whitmer High School, and also we saw near Lasky and Secor, there was also that tree damage that was reported earlier today. Here's a look at some of the storm reports west of town. There was some large hail in the vicinity of Williams and Defiance counties, and north of the state line in Hillsdale County, a number of downed tree reports with some of those heavier cells. There is going to be a cold front sweeping through tonight, and that means changes in the weather. It really felt like spring today with the humidity and warmth, and even though we're all clear from the severe weather, we are not all clear from winter jacket weather, because you're going to need a couple more layers in the coming days. Dry weather is expected to return after midnight. Temperatures are going to be falling, and by daybreak we are going to plunge down into the 40s. That's a sign of a sharp cool down that is ahead. There's also going to be a cooler breeze with west-northwest winds expected. Highs only around 50, and a mostly cloudy and a bit more bleak looking day Monday. Hour by hour forecast out the door. Still fairly mild east of Toledo and Fremont and Tiffin, but sharply cooler north and west up towards Hillsdale. Now, afternoon highs are really not going to be much warmer, and in fact temperatures could be dropping east of Toledo in the wake of that cold front that'll send us back into the 40s for your Monday afternoon. The next 4 days do feature a sharp cool down with temperatures plunging to the 40s for April 1st. Next weather disturbance comes in on Wednesday, and that is going to bring us widespread storms and perhaps an isolated strong to severe storm risk. So looking at that main line tonight, going to be moving on out of the area. There could be an isolated shower or two near daybreak as that cold front slides through, but the bigger story is the cool down to follow. April 1st is going to feature a little bit of sunshine. There's going to be a cooler east wind on Tuesday, and that is going to keep our lakeshore communities much cooler. So Wednesday's our next storm chance. There could be multiple rounds of rain. The first one is likely to come in Wednesday morning with a warm front, and then we're really going to rapidly warm up throughout the day. And then on the back edge of it, we're going to be watching a complex of thunderstorms that'll be developing Wednesday afternoon and Wednesday evening. And that second round could bring us an additional severe weather threat on Wednesday. Temperatures stay very mild and spring feeling Wednesday and Thursday. Showers tapering off on Thursday. Heading towards the latter half of the week, it is very likely that the weather pattern turns much quieter and we get a break from the rain. However, it's going to be colder as well, with quite a few days in the 40s.